That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 3rd down, here's Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
10 yards still left on second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They go again with Rawls. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. It's Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Ryan to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Ryan eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tech McKinley able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Rawls. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 48 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here now come the Falcons. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. And the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And taken right at the 35. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Brooks Reed in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find us.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 4th down. Here's Ryan. He's got Sanu. 8 yards on the pickup, and that leads to an Atlanta 1st down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A gain of 9 there, sets up second and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on second and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught outright by Graham. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scout.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tech McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's John Ryan now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Ryan wants to throw it. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right near the 27. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tech McKinley getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson again to Rawls. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's John Ryan now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Muscling free near the 40.
Whoosh.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. So the D-line's going to spread out. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Second and 10 now, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "I'm not, this is who I am." Oh no, you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher, 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 higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets, all I need. Going higher, higher. flame. Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath.